Hey Raiders fans, we're back with an exclusive video and the latest updates on our beloved Las Vegas Raiders. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. That way, you'll always stay up to date with breaking news and exclusive content. Rumors have been circulating behind the scenes in the NFL for weeks, but now it seems they are finally on the verge of becoming reality. The Las Vegas Raiders are making strategic moves to reinforce their defensive line, and the name emerging as the protagonist of this potential revolution is none other than JADEVEON Clowney, one of the most feared defenders in the league in recent years, known for his explosiveness, speed, and ability to dismantle any offensive scheme that crosses his path. And this move is sending fans in Las Vegas and across the country into high alert. Imagining the impact a talent of this caliber could have on a defense that has been seeking consistency and physical presence to intimidate opponents, creating an almost tangible sense of anticipation among journalists, commentators, and supporters who cannot stop speculating about how Clowney might fit into the team's defensive schemes, whether he would be an immediate reinforcement or part of a larger plan to restructure the team. While insiders claim that negotiations are moving quickly, suggesting that something big is about to happen and that the NFL could soon witness one of the most interesting moves of the season, with repercussions reaching far beyond Las Vegas and the AFC itself, setting the stage for excitement, anticipation, and constant debate among fans and analysts alike, all waiting for the confirmation that could reshape expectations and strategy for the Raiders. If Clowney's arrival is confirmed, the Raiders would not only secure an elite player, but also send a clear message to the league about their ambitions, signaling that they mean business and intend to become an even more formidable opponent in the playoffs, with a defense capable of suffocating opposing attacks and creating opportunities for memorable game-turning moments, something Las Vegas fans have long awaited, eagerly anticipating a team that combines talent, strategy, and physical dominance in every play. While rumors about secret negotiations and discreet meetings between team executives and the players' representatives heighten the buzz, creating a climate of anticipation that mixes speculation with theories about salaries, signing bonuses, and contractual adjustments that could make the transaction feasible. And, as days pass, specialized journalists continue monitoring every move with heightened attention, capturing signs that this acquisition could not only reinforce the defense, but also transform the team's narrative, sparking intense discussions on social media and specialized forums. While every piece of news about Clowney's potential move is shared and commented on, fueling speculation and excitement that ripple far beyond the stadium, hinting at a dramatic reshaping of the Raiders' defensive identity and competitive outlook. Behind the scenes, sources close to the Raiders management indicate that Clowney's arrival could be part of a broader plan to revitalize the team's defensive identity, something that in recent years has oscillated between moments of prominence and periods of vulnerability, making the acquisition of a player with experience and leadership presence even more strategic. Because beyond his ability to pressure quarterbacks and dominate the offensive line, Clowney would bring playoff experience, advanced tactical knowledge, and the capacity to positively influence young talent on the roster, shaping and raising the team's overall level. And this prospect is generating heated debates among analysts, who weigh how the chemistry between veteran players and newcomers might affect collective performance, while fans imagine spectacular plays, decisive sacks, and interceptions that could turn games in the Raiders' favor, creating a near cinematic scenario where every detail of the negotiation, from initial conversations to possible salary adjustments and contracted benefits, is interpreted as a sign that something major is about to happen. While the entire NFL watches closely, anticipating Clowney's immediate and significant impact, not only for Las Vegas, but also for the conference dynamic and the season's narrative, promising strong emotions and dramatic twists in what could become a defining chapter for the franchise and its supporters. Speculation around how the Raiders will integrate Clowney into their defensive scheme without disrupting team harmony is already intense, because the arrival of a star of his caliber can alter positions, responsibilities, and even the collective style of play, and coaches seem aware that this integration must be done carefully to maximize individual talents without compromising team cohesion. While the public is glued to every rumor, from cryptic insider tweets to mysterious statements from executives, creating a sense that any moment could be decisive, that an official announcement might explode online at any second, triggering a wave of commentary, theories, and reactions across social media, reflecting the intensity of anticipation around Clowney, whose presence goes beyond on-field ability, extending to the charisma and reputation built over his career, which adds extra flavor to discussions about his possible arrival in Las Vegas, heightening pressure on a management and fueling debates about strategy, leadership, and immediate impact. While every move is scrutinized under the lens of passionate NFL followers, always attentive to signs that might confirm or disprove the rumors, keeping the flame of speculation and excitement alive in a continuous loop of suspense and curiosity. The fans' excitement is also fueled by Clowney's career path, which includes moments of brilliance, memorable performances, and the ability to decide games in critical situations, making the possibility of him wearing a Raiders jersey even more thrilling, as it adds not just physical strength, but also experience in high-pressure scenarios, something the franchise seeks to achieve stability and consistent competitiveness. While experts discuss how his presence could influence not only the defense but also the opponent's offensive strategy, creating tactical opportunities that previously didn't exist, and the idea of having a player capable of changing the course of a game in seconds is generating passionate debates over formations, defensive alignment, and psychological impact on rivals. While fans create almost cinematic expectations about confrontations with historic rivals and decisive playoff games, imagining that every Clowney sack could be narrated as an iconic moment, reinforcing the sense that his possible arrival would mark a historical milestone, able to shift perceptions about the Raiders, elevate pressure on opponents, and spark heated discussions across every corner of the NFL community, from specialized forums to live broadcasts, creating an electrifying climate of anticipation that keeps growing with each passing day. Insiders indicate that discreet negotiations have been ongoing for weeks, with secret meetings between the players' representatives and team executives, exploring contract details, bonuses, and performance conditions, suggesting that the Raiders management is determined to make the acquisition happen, while journalists and insiders attempt to decipher clues about values and clauses, creating an atmosphere of suspense and uncertainty that keeps everyone's attention focused on the franchise. And every detail is widely commented on, from potential salary adjustments to implication for the team's financial and strategic management, while fans share theories and projections about how Clowney could impact each defensive position, imagining combinations, alignments, and game situations where his presence could change the course of matches. As speculation grows to the point of influencing the expectations of fans and experts alike, and every rumor is amplified across social media, creating a continuous cycle of anticipation, debate, and anxiety, so that even the mere mention of Clowney's name in connection with the Raiders triggers immediate repercussions, mobilizing entire communities of fans and professionals. While the sports media closely monitors, analyzing every move, tweet, or enigmatic statement, interpreting signals, and trying to confirm whether the transfer is truly imminent, keeping the narrative alive and charged with tension like a sports thriller promising surprises and plot twists. Meanwhile, the city of Las Vegas is preparing for the possibility of welcoming an elite player who could transform the team's dynamic both on and off the field, generating excitement not only among fans, but also among sponsors, media, and entertainment sectors that follow the NFL, since Clowney's presence could attract global attention, strengthening the Raiders' brand and consolidating their role as a lead protagonist. While analyses of sporting, commercial, and media impact multiply, considering how his reputation and playing style could influence campaigns, engagement, and marketing strategies, turning the arrival of a player into an event much bigger than just technical reinforcement, and every rumor about negotiations, salaries, and potential official announcements is interpreted and disseminated, fueling the feeling that the franchise is about to take a decisive step toward a new era, and that the entire NFL should be prepared to watch closely as the Clowney Effect could go far beyond the four lines of the field, affecting audience, media coverage, and the season's narrative, making every detail of this story relevant and subject to speculation. While each rumor increases the buzz, creating an almost palpable sense of anticipation that will only grow as the days pass, keeping the entire fan base on edge with excitement and suspense. Finally, experts and fans begin to imagine possible scenarios with Clowney already integrated into the defense, visualizing plays, matchups against renowned quarterbacks, and decisive moments that could change the history of games and even the season, while debates about defensive combinations, pressure strategies, and psychological impact on opponents intensify, creating a fervent environment of speculation. And every unofficial comment or news piece is quickly shared, analyzed, and interpreted as a clue about the franchise's future, keeping all eyes on Las Vegas, where the anticipation of a reinforcement of this caliber generates discussions almost cinematic in scale about potential victories, team leadership, and influence on team culture, while fans and experts try to anticipate tactical decisions, defensive formations, and possible outcomes, creating a continuous, suspenseful atmosphere that makes each rumor, each secret meeting, and each enigmatic statement part of a larger narrative charged with tension, passion, and expectation, as if the entire NFL were watching a game that hasn't even started yet, but whose story is already promising to be memorable and unforgettable, with Clowney at the center of attention. As the speculation around JADEVEON Clowney's potential arrival at Las Vegas intensifies, insiders reveal that the Raiders are exploring every possible scenario to make the acquisition not just feasible but transformative, signaling that management sees this move as a cornerstone for a broader defensive strategy that could redefine the team's identity. While rumors about contract negotiations, signing bonuses, and performance clauses keep circulating in sports media circles, generating waves of discussion across social platforms, and fans eagerly dissect every hint, imagining how Clowney's presence might influence game dynamics, alter defensive alignments, and create new opportunities for turnovers and momentum swings, as analysts speculate about matchups against elite quarterbacks and how a single defensive play could determine the outcome of crucial contests, fueling the anticipation that every Raiders game could become a showcase of strategic brilliance and physical dominance. And as the story develops, even casual NFL followers are drawn into the conversation, captivated by the possibility of witnessing a team take a decisive step toward championship contention, with Clowney's name appearing at the center of every headline, tweet, and post, making it clear that the ripple effects of this potential signing extend far beyond Las Vegas, touching media narratives, betting markets, and fan communities, all eagerly awaiting confirmation of what could be a historic move for the franchise and the league. Reports suggest that Clowney's integration into the Raiders' defensive scheme is already being considered in meticulous detail, with coaches analyzing how to maximize his impact while maintaining cohesion among existing players, as the challenge of blending a star of his caliber into a team structure requires not just tactical adjustments, but also careful management of personalities and leadership roles. While insiders hint at private meetings where strategies are being discussed, contracts reviewed, and potential benefits negotiated, creating a shroud of secrecy that fuels speculation and excitement simultaneously. And fans imagine scenarios where Clowney's speed and strength overwhelm offensive lines, producing sacks, forced fumbles, and game-changing plays, contributing to a defense capable of altering the trajectory of the season. While sports analysts debate how his presence might shift the balance of power in the AFC, forcing rivals to adjust their game plans and creating opportunities for the Raiders to assert dominance both psychologically and physically, while each new rumor, leak, or cryptic comment from executives sends waves across social media, ensuring that every fan, analyst, and commentator is engaged in a continuous cycle of prediction, anticipation, and speculation, with the promise that Clowney's arrival could redefine the narrative of Las Vegas football in ways never seen before. Before we continue, Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on our Las Vegas Raiders. And don't be shy. Drop your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Insiders hint that secret negotiations have been intense, with executives working behind closed doors to finalize terms that satisfy both the players' expectations and the team's long-term strategic vision. As reports of private meetings, undisclosed bonuses, and contract clauses keep surfacing, each leak creating new waves of speculation and excitement. While analysts attempt to predict the exact impact on team salary structure and performance incentives, and fans enthusiastically imagine the dynamic changes Clowney could bring to defensive rotations, alignment schemes, and pressure packages, wondering how his presence might redefine rivalries and playoff possibilities, while debates continue across forums, podcasts, and social media, focusing on his potential influence both on and off the field as a transformative figure capable of inspiring teammates, intimidating opponents, and generating headlines that reverberate beyond the gridiron. And as each day passes, the anticipation grows, with the possibility of Clowney joining the Raiders creating a palpable energy that unites fans, commentators, and analysts alike, transforming what might have been a routine offseason into a season-defining narrative, full of suspense, speculation, and the promise of dramatic shifts in the league's competitive landscape, making every rumor about his arrival a story in itself. Speculation around Clowney's potential fit within the Raiders' defensive unit includes discussions about positional adjustments, line rotations, and situational play calling, as coaches reportedly explore how to leverage his strengths to maximize pressure on quarterbacks, disrupt offensive schemes, and create opportunities for turnovers. While insiders suggest that his presence could also influence secondary coverage and linebacker responsibilities, adding layers of complexity to strategic planning, and fans eagerly imagine sequences of highlight reel plays, from sacks to forced fumbles and tackles for loss, envisioning a defense that terrorizes opponents, reshapes momentum, and becomes the defining element of the Raiders' identity. While analysts debate the psychological impact of Clowney's arrival on rival offenses, speculating that quarterbacks may feel heightened pressure, defensive coordinators may adjust game plans, and teams might prepare for an entirely different challenge each week, as the narrative surrounding his potential acquisition continues to dominate sports media, social discussions, and fan communities, keeping the buzz alive, fostering debates, and turning anticipation into a continuous spectacle, while the potential impact of Clowney extends far beyond statistics, highlighting leadership, intimidation, and the subtle psychological nuances that can change the course of a season in ways measurable and intangible alike. The city of Las Vegas itself is part of the narrative, as media, fans, and local businesses prepare for the potential arrival of a high-profile player whose presence could attract global attention, enhance the team's brand, and create marketing and promotional opportunities that extend far beyond the football field. While insiders speculate that management is aware of both the on-field and off-field significance of Clowney, carefully balancing contracts, media exposure, and team cohesion to ensure a smooth integration. And as rumors persist, fans create vivid mental images of game-changing moments, playoff runs, and the excitement of witnessing a defender of his caliber influence outcomes and shape the team's trajectory, turning each discussion, article, and social media post in a part of a larger, collective anticipation that elevates the entire city's engagement with the Raiders, generating energy, expectation, and curiosity that permeates every facet of the fan experience. While sports commentators emphasize how impactful Clowney's leadership and presence could be, blending physical dominance with mental strategy, transforming a speculative acquisition into a narrative that captivates audiences locally and internationally. Speculation also focuses on Clowney's ability to mentor younger players, as insiders suggest that his experience and leadership could help develop emerging talents, instill discipline, and elevate the overall level of the team, while fans imagine scenarios where his guidance and on-field dominance combine to create a defense that is cohesive, adaptable, and consistently formidable. And analysts debate the potential effect on team chemistry, rotations, and strategy, considering how a star player of his stature could reshape responsibilities and inspire higher performance from all positions, as discussions about his potential impact continue to dominate NFL-focused media, podcasts, and forums, creating an atmosphere of anticipation and excitement, where every rumor, report, or hint becomes a catalyst for analysis, prediction, and speculation, while fans eagerly await confirmation, imagining the transformative potential of his arrival and how Clowney could redefine the Raiders' defensive identity, influence outcomes, and solidify Las Vegas as a hub for elite NFL talent, keeping discussions, expectations, and enthusiasm at fever pitch across every platform where fans gather. Finally, the story surrounding JADEVEON Clowney and the Raiders is more than just a player acquisition. It has become a season-defining saga, blending rumor, anticipation, and speculation into a narrative that captivates fans, analysts, and sports media alike. As insiders continue to provide fragmented updates, fans dissect every potential play, and commentators hypothesize about immediate and long-term effects on the defense, team strategy, and rivalries, creating an environment where every conversation, tweet, and article contributes to the unfolding story. And the idea of Clowney joining Las Vegas resonates not only because of his physical talent, but because of the drama, suspense, and excitement it brings to the narrative of the franchise, as fans imagine highlight reel moments, playoff heroics, and the psychological edge that a player of his stature can create. And as each day passes, the buzz grows, the anticipation builds, and the NFL community remains captivated, awaiting confirmation of a move that could define a season, reshape a franchise, and leave an indelible mark on the league, ensuring that JADEVEON Clowney's name is at the center of one of the most talked-about potential stories in recent memory, with consequences that extend far beyond the field. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Las Vegas Raiders, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.